that what they are doing is right, and they should continue to do it. It is wrong. Before coming here, a very senior devotee was expressing his feelings about the abusers. So I went through the whole thing, and I have seen it is a mistake, a very big mistake in our system, that the abusers are not corrected, they are not exposed. In some cases, they are even honored. It's a very heavy contamination, and it is part of the thing that is affecting our system, our movement. If those who are doing something wrong are not punished, they are not exposed, those who are sincere will become insecure. And we can continue to make laws, different laws, and at the same time, people are doing something wrong and not punished. And instead, they are having big positions, they are having prestige, they are noticed everywhere they go. That is a very big message. That in our system, in our movement, those who are doing something wrong are authorized to do that. That is the message we are giving to people. It is very important, and it's also protecting the proper movement if those who are abusers are punished. They are going to be punished by nature. But we are not mature, most of us are not mature to see that. They are not going to go free. Nature is going to punish them severely. It is even worse that they are not punished physically. It is worse for them because when a devotee is so unfortunate that no devotee ready to help him or her and leaving the person for Krishna means the situation is so heavy, the person is not fortunate. The person is going to give a heavy punishment to the person. But because we are a preaching movement, it is also very important that we should give protection to the devotees who have come to take shelter of this woman. It should be sheltered. It's our duty to do that. To expose the abusers. And for those who are abused and we're not seeing the help, we should be very, very careful that we don't expose ourselves to such a situation next time. How to meditate on while offering each article of arati. All the items we offer to the Lord, they have meanings. All of them have meanings. How do we meditate while we are offering? Before I go for that, Rupa Goswami said that of all the items you have on the plate you offer to the deities, the chief of them is the Dhira. So Rupa Goswami said, anyone who look at the lotus face of Krishna while the Dhira is offered will not take breath again. So what I do, if I'm not the one offering, if I'm attending and watching, I always watch the pujari. I don't just stand there empty. I watch the pujari and connect with the pujari as I offering to their feet, to their navel, to the doctor's face, and around the body for the gilam. I follow that. And I make sure I look at each deity's doctor's face for the act is perfect. Why? Because he's the king. He's the king of all the items. So, it is not difficult to, first of all, understand why we are doing this altar, why we are standing there. It is a worship of the Lord. And it's the beginning of our day. So it is very important for us to be very, very attentive while the articles are being offered to the Lord. We should concentrate. We should not just stand there and just space out. We should stand there purposely. Look at the item, look at the incense. We should look at the gilam. We should look at the water. We should look at the handkerchief. Now that is why it's also very, very important for us to hear. So Akabi Kanapura Swami described how the Krishna and the cemetery are being baked every day. All the items, the mood, the manner, how the deities are being baked, dressed, and offer articles with the sweet mind, with the sweet mind. Even when somebody is massaging Krishna, he said, a person, the devotee who is massaging, is not only knows the act of massaging, he's a poet also. He knows how to sing a proper song to worship Krishna while he doing the massage. Our Krishna consciousness is so deep and is full. It's full with nectar that if you know all these items very carefully, and we are standing before the deity purposely, or we ourselves are doing this thing consciously, we will not have time, we will not have space for material energy to attack us. How to be detached from the result of our work? We can be detached from the result of our work when we have the understanding that what we are doing, it is for the Lord. It is not our ability that the Krishna is accepting for the things we offer to Krishna. The Krishna is accepting our love. So if our love we are offering to Krishna, we will not expect anything because things which are based on love does not have any returns. We don't expect any return when it is love. We are simply offering to please the person we are worshiping. Material and spiritual words are so different. How can we see Krishna in everything here? Krishna already explained in chapter 7 Bhagavad Gita. I am the taste of water. That's the beginning. This is impersonal way to see Krishna, but that's the beginning. And Prabhupada gave a very beautiful example. That if one take alcohol and think this is the taste of Krishna, you will become Krishna conscious eventually. That's the extent Prabhupada took it to. So the taste is Krishna. If we are hearing properly, if you listen carefully, if you read properly, reading properly means that we are not just reading through the alphabet, we are reading behind each alphabet, each word we are reading behind, to go inside and see what it is being said and what it stands for in our life. This is reading. Brojan Prabhu calls it prayerful reading. Prayerful reading, not just reading, prayerful reading. It's a communication with Krishna. If we do prayerful reading, you'll be able to see, you can be able to identify everything. When you see someone is demonstrating some ability, this is Krishna's energy in this person. This person is fortunate that has gotten this energy of Krishna. We'll be able to see the person in connection with Krishna. We won't see the person alone. We'll see the person in connection with Krishna. So we will not be distracted. We will not be attracted to that object. We'll be attracted to Krishna through the person who is demonstrating that. In this way, we will not be entangled when we see something beautiful, when we see something powerful, we see something that is very attractive, we identify it with Krishna. In this way, we will be fully protected. But Adhiram go. Okay. How to improve more in brahmachari life? How to improve more in brahmachari life? Brahmachari life means student. And perfect example that comes to my mind every time we talk about brahmachari life is a very wonderful devotee. His name is Upamanyu. Upamanyu is a disciple of Domya Rishi. I won't tell the story very long. But a brahmachari should not be independent, and we should not have a possessive mentality. We have to depend fully, of course, that is for every devotee. We should depend fully on our authorities, to the special master, to Krishna. We should fully depend on them. And following their instructions. If you follow the instructions, we will have the blessing to progress in our brahmachari life. In general, as a devotee, particularly brahmachari. No independent life. And we should be very, very attentive to hear. We should read. We should not have a spare time. We should always read. We should always be active, fully engaged in some service. No spare time. And we should have respect for everyone. And we should not be inimical to anything. We should not be inimical to anything. How a brahmachari should act and behave. We just mentioned. He should behave properly. Have a healthy sadhana, a very good sadhana. If we have a healthy sadhana, we will make easy progress in Krishna consciousness. Sometimes other devotees takes the devotee's way of tolerating as a weakness and continue to chastise or insult the devotee. And it is wrong. And that is a big challenge in Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, a humble person is considered a weak person. So our tendency is to cheat the person. And that is very, very dangerous. Very dangerous for those of us who have such mentality. Very dangerous. The Muni said, the way to transcend the threefold misery, the way to transcend the threefold miseries is to act in three ways. Our genius, we should not exploit them. We should try to help our genius. Our equals, we should try not to be proud. We should try to be humble before them. And our seniors, we should not envy them. We should have respect and serve them. Acting in these three ways will transcend the threefold miseries. This is a formula that the Muni gave. So to be humble in Kali Yuga is considered weakness, but tolerance, humility is a very, very powerful quality of Krishna, and it should not be minimized. And we should not be inflamed by the challenge and give up our community. We should not. We should simply understand that the people who are insulting us are carrying problems on our head. And that should not stop us from becoming humble. We should remain humble in all circumstances. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told us that our presence is to act as a fool, but not foolish. We should not be foolish. We should act as a fool, but not foolish. Means that we should know what is good, and we should know what we should not accept. So my spiritual master said, a devotee should be bold and submissive. Bold is not arrogance. It's a powerful quality. Boldness means that we are ready to say the truth anytime, anywhere, to any person. That's being bold. But with humility, without pride, that is submission. How can one control this situation without creating a problem? Maintain humility. We should maintain humility. We should not change. We shouldn't think that people are misusing us, therefore I should become arrogant like them. You will suffer because the person who acting arrogantly, that's the person's nature. And you are very humble, that is your nature. If you change your nature for someone's nature, you will suffer more. Better to remain humble. People say that vegetarian person eats plants and shrubs which does have life. And this is also sin. Yes. The plant has life. The seeds have life. So we are eating them. But we are not eating sins. Why? Because Krishna told us in Bhagavad Gita that we should offer all these items to him. So Krishna conscious people are not vegetarian. We are not just vegetarians. Because we have seen monkey is a vegetarian. Monkey doesn't eat flesh. Goat is a vegetarian, doesn't eat flesh. Cows, vegetarian, they don't eat flesh. But they're not going back to Godhead. So devotees of Krishna, we are not just vegetarian because our food are first offered to Krishna before eating. And that Krishna confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 3:13. My devotees are free from sins because they eat food which is offered first in sacrifice. Therefore, we don't eat sin. As a Krishna devotee, we don't eat sin. Our activities are proven by Bhagavad Gita chapter 3, verse 13, chapter 9, verse 26. So we are free from sin. So we're not vegetarian. We don't eat vegetables. We eat what Krishna has eaten and he gives the remnant. So we take Krishna prasadam, not vegetarian. So we are free from sin. If you simply buy food which has not been fish or eggs inside and eat, which are not offered to Krishna, you are not a devotee, and you are not free from sin, will be implicated. But when our food are offered to Krishna, we are free from the sin. There are many religions. Is the karma of other religion follow sin as Hindu, as they have different faith and belief. It is not a matter of belief. I believe or you believe. It's a different thing. As far as we are human beings or we are living entities and conditioned souls in this material world, there are scriptures guiding every religious organization. And in all the scriptures, that I know if it is Bible, if it is Quran, if it is the Torah, it is the Vedas, none of them approve eating flesh. None of them. In some of the scriptures, it is there, but they don't have a chariot to make it very prominent like in this. There are some other social, mystical organizations who also practice materialism, but they don't impose it on their members. They leave it as a choice. But sinful activity is not a choice. Sinful activities is bad, and no human being should do it. So karma is there for every conditioned soul. Why is it that sometimes some senior devotees who are in the movement chanting for a very long period of time and practicing so many austerities and still the heart is hard? While on the other hand, we see some other devotees who are doing the same things, but their hearts are so soft and they are so welcoming. Yes, while we see two people do the same thing, but they have the same different results. Two people are doing the same thing, but having different results. One person is doing it devotionally, the other person is doing it mechanically. The person who is doing mechanically will not get the amount of purification which is required. So the person will remain with the contaminations. And the person, and such people, they are disgraced to the movement because people are going to see them more than those who are practicing nicely. People will see those who are doing wrong thing easily than those who are doing the right thing. Those who do the right thing, they are not easily seen by many people. Because those who do wrong thing are more prominent. They are more popular, they are more famous. And those who are doing the right thing, they are minimized. So, this is a proof that our system is working. It is working because if you don't do the right thing, we're not going to get the right results. We will not get purified and will remain conditioned, even although we have spent so many years in the movement. We saw this in the church at the Dhira. Madhavendra Puri, there has many disciples. Ishwara Puri, Ramachandra Puri. Ramachandra Puri is external devotee. Ishwara Puri is the internal devotee. So he satisfied his spiritual master with his sincere service. He got promotion. He got blessing to become a spiritual master of the Supreme President of Bhakti. Ramachandra Puri, he has a pure devotee who is a spiritual master, but he didn't get anything from the spiritual master than the curse. The spiritual master cursed him because he is whimsical. And he continued to, both of them also came to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ishwara Puri became the spiritual master of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ramachandra Puri came to chastise and offend Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And every devotee joined their grand guru to curse him. Therefore, we should practice our Christian consciousness very seriously so that we will be blessed by Ishwara Puri and not Ramachandra Puri. Both of them are Puris, but there's a great difference between them. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Tagore, he said that we have two types of disciples, the cheating disciples and the sincere disciples. Cheating disciples will be cheated by the spiritual master. The spiritual master will not give them prema. But he will give prema to a very sincere devotee who is following him very sincerely, doing all the necessary services which are required. As a menial servant, proper said, as a menial servant without false prestige. That is a sincere disciple and you will get blessing from the spiritual master. But an external disciple who who feels that he knows better than the spiritual master, he can correct the spiritual master, he can suggest what the spiritual master should do. The person will never go anywhere. Therefore, we will see that they are doing the same thing, the same spiritual master, the same thing, but one is going back home, the other one is staying here in the master world. Not just staying here, it's going down. He will fall down from the woman platform. I wish to know how did the world form again after Lord Krishna rescued King Chhatrapati and the 7 sages. There was no ladies and women who gave birth to people then. To give birth or to populate, procreate. So nature has a perfect system to produce living entities. So you're not limited to only having you. You should meet somebody with loving children from trees. We're not getting children from his wife. We're getting from trees. The Brahma also didn't come from the woman. It became manifest by Lord Krishna. Is there only one and only Narada Muni, or multiple Narada Muni in each universe? Or only one Narada Muni traveled to all universes? I've not heard that. I've not heard that the Narada Muni is many. But what I know is that in each universe, in each planet that Krishna goes, there has his entourage with him. And there are personalities who are always with Krishna. Each time Mahaprabhu is appearing, the remaining 4 personalities will come with him, including Srivas, who expanded as Narada Muni. So that means that anytime Krishna appears, there must be Narada Muni. There is Narada Muni also. He has a duty to perform. There is Srivas and there is Narada Muni. So in this case, the soul have expanded into 2, not only 1. And in some cases, the soul have also expanded more than 2. And in some personalities, there are more than 4 people in one, like Aswatthama. Aswatthama is 4 persons in one. In one form is 4 different personalities and make 1 person. This is Aswatthama. And Lord Shiva, Yamaraj, Anger, and Lust. This is Aswatthama, joined together. And he's going to be, the next millennium is going to be one of the Saptarisis, the 7 blessed cities. So there are personalities that always come in each universe at all the times. So Narada Muni is one of the personalities that exists all the time in all planets, all universes. But is one. Not many. Just like Hanuman. You don't have many Hanuman. You may have many monkeys, but not Hanuman. Hanuman is one. But in all the Machanda's person is there to facilitate. So Narada Muni is that kind of a personality. It has a very, very powerful position. And he's one of the souls that does not change his body. Narada Muni didn't change his body. He attained perfection with the same body. So in our system, we have personalities who never die. Narada Muni never die. Hanuman doesn't die. They are eternal. They don't change their body like we change our body. They are eternal. Like you sleep and wake up with the same body. You sleep with the same body, you wake up with the same body. So the Muni is like that. It doesn't change its form. Hanuman also doesn't change its form. We have personalities like that, never change their form. How can we conquer fear? To overcome fear, first of all, we should understand the nature of the soul. What is the nature of the soul? The soul is an eternal entity. Of course, we have had many times. Why we not conquered? We are not conquered yet because of the contaminations that are covering the soul. We can conquer fear through knowledge, having the knowledge that okay, we are spiritual, the soul will not die. That is one way to think to conquer. But the real fearlessness that want to conquer fear is when we want to become a pure devotee. No more sin. At that stage, we have full, pure, transcendental faith, like Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj, he have seen on the thing that did before the thing that did appear. In Visakhapatnam. Visakhapatnam is where Prahlad was thrown off the cliff into the ocean. That Lord Singh came there to rescue him. So Prahlad Maharaj asked the Lord, I heard you killed my uncle in my past. Can you show me that form? So the same did manifest that Lord Boa, and the Singhadev, the two of them together. So the Singhadev was there, and Lord Baraha was there. So in the Singhapadam, you see the deity has two faces. One side is the Singhadev, the other side is Barahadev. Because of the request of Prahlad. So Prahlad have already seen the Singhadev before his appearance, because he's an eternal associate of Lord Singhadev. Prahlad also has two persons. There are two persons in one. The Brahmana and also the Prahlad himself. There are two persons, two souls together. So in this way, a pure soul will never have fear. And for those who have developed the love for Krishna also will not have fear. Will not have fear. But before then we can try to understand philosophy. Because the fear is very, very dangerous, because one, it means we have no faith in Krishna. We don't fully accept that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead and nobody is above him. That is not fully accepted yet. And when we have this fear in the mind, it's like one who is bleeding internally. It's very dangerous. That is fear. And fear is actually a big contamination, because fear is something that may or may not happen, but we are just creating it. It may happen to us. It may not happen, but we think about it that it will happen. So we get the fear, which is unnecessary. So we can conquer fear if you're devotee and have knowledge and have faith in Krishna. We will be confident that yes, so Krishna is here to protect you. If you hear properly, we have repeatedly said, quoting Chaitanya Bhagavad, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will say, every devotee has Sudarshan Chakra behind him or her. Everyone. You believe it, doesn't believe it, it is there. If you believe it, it will be more for you. It will be more prominent. That Sudarshan Chakra is standing behind you. Or every person. The Lord is not limited. So Sudarshan Chakra is not just one. We see him what you want. But he has given it to somebody else. What about me? It's always there. It's always there. And if you listen carefully in the ninth canto of Bhagavatam, but Vishnu planted Sudarshan Chakra in Ambarish Maharaj's kingdom. He didn't take it with him. Where was he having Sudarshan Chakra? He kept one with Ambarish Maharaj. So when Ambarish had a problem, Sudarshan Chakra doesn't have to come from Bekunta to come. He was already there waiting for, see what Krishna is doing? So the Sun Chakra has been there waiting for Duvasamuni, who will come better. Krishna put it there, left it there, waiting for you. So this will help us to become fearless. And so the Sun Chakra is here. So what can happen to you? What can happen? We should have confidence in Krishna. We should have confidence. And Krishna is right here. Right here. So the Sun Chakra is right here. Nothing can happen to me because he is here. Is there any difference between insult and chastise? Yes, there is a difference. Chastisement is not insult. It is not different. Chastisement is correction. It is correction. It is the love of the spiritual master, our senior for us. That is their love for us. That we are being corrected. If you don't care for somebody, you will not tell the person where the person is going on. When somebody loves us, they care for us, they will be able to tell us, this is wrong, don't do this. Because we are ungrateful and we are not ready for advancement. So we see chastisement as something wrong. But devotee is for making advancement. Never see chastisement as something wrong. You see chastisement as pure love. So we appreciate and always expect that chastisement. Insult is different. Insult when you minimize a person. It is different. Very often we are asked the question that if Krishna is God, then why he has 16,108 wives? What is 16,108? Krishna? What is 16,108 for Krishna? This is nothing. This is nothing. Lord Krishna has 16,108 gopis in Vrindavan. And because he went to Dwarka to pacify him so he doesn't feel the separation from gopis, so Yogmaya transformed all the 16,108 gopis to Dwarka. And Krishna took all of them. These are his special associates, his special gopis. So 16,108 is nothing to Krishna. He has everyone as his. Everyone belongs to him. This is nothing. This one is just to show us that he is the supreme person of God. We have seen people who have one wife. What is the experience? One wife. How is it? Nectar. They are not nectar. It's nectar only for 2 months. After 2 months, what you expect doesn't come like that. They become all the struggle. But Krishna married 16,108 women. Did you hear anyone complain about Krishna not taking care of very nicely? The only complaint about Krishna is, why are you waking up too early? We just lie down now. Why are you getting up? He says, it is 3 o'clock. It is 2 o'clock for you, it is no time. It is 3 o'clock. It's time to get up to do japa. So Krishna will get up. That's the only complaint the women have. No other complaint. Krishna is so sweet. And he treats all of them so nice that they have no voice. We should appreciate that. I'm not talking about 16,000. This is nothing. How can we practice detachment at the same time care sincerely for the people around us? Detachment is different from attachment. Or in other words, devotees are not attached and devotees are not detached. Devotees are not attached because we know we don't own anything. We don't own anything, so we're not attached to anything. We're not detached because we don't own anything. So when we're detached from what? Something we don't have. Devotees, we use everything in Christian service. So we don't practice detachment or attachment. Everything is used for Christian service. Because everything is meant for his satisfaction. How to control our senses. Many ways to control our senses. Many ways to control our senses. All the design has already been made. So we want to control our eating. Take only prasada. Right? Take only prasada. We want to see. So see deities and see Krishna. Krishna is so beautiful that we don't have anything else to see. You see deities. You have attraction for the deities and see devotees. See devotees' faces. So nice. After having trees and see, they smile. You don't see Karma smile. So you see devotees' faces and have kirtan. So the sense will be controlled. You want to talk, you talk only about Krishna and chant Krishna's holy name. The same will control ourselves. The design is already there. We simply have to plug in ourselves. That's all. You want to do something? Do any activity for Krishna. There are so many devotional activities, so many. Cooking for Krishna, cleaning for Krishna, cutting grass for Krishna, making penance for Krishna, dressing the deities, bathing the deities, and doing sankirtan, preaching, open the many temples. There's so many services devotees can do for Krishna. If a devotee is thinking about how to improve the service and how to make the service better, you don't have time to think of something else. One is going to market and say, oh, I'm going to buy, I'm going to buy all the things that the Christian will be happy to eat. And I'll cook it in a certain way that Christian will be very happy to enjoy it. You don't have time to think of something else. So you just plug into the system. That's all. You will get there. Many times you mention how we are often impersonal sometimes. In what ways and how to present and prevent and correct it. Yes. And it is true, I've said many times that we are more impersonal than the people we call impersonalists. How are we impersonal? In the movement that we are trained to be lovers of people, it is we who are being trained how to care for devotees. We should be caring for devotees, but we have difficulty how to care for devotees. How is that? And let's see a devotee we don't greet. Is that personal or impersonal? You see a devotee we don't greet, we don't walk past. We're very busy. And many devotees told me that, but I don't know that how can I greet? Do you need to know a devotee before you say Hare Krishna devotee? How much does it cost us to put a smile on someone's face? How much? Eh? How much does it cost to make someone smile? How much is it? Nothing. But we are not doing it. Why? Because we are not happy ourselves. If we are happy, then we can extend that happiness. Our heart is not happy. Because the heart is not happy, we don't feel happy to see other devotees and make them happy also in their Christian consciousness. When we don't greet each other, it's greeting. Why is it too difficult for a devotee to say they're not devotee Hare Krishna? That's impersonalism. If we don't have anything to ask a devotee for, we don't greet the person, we don't talk to the person. Only when we have a need, we talk to the devotee. That's impersonalism. We cannot make advancement. A few years ago in Mayapa, I was asked to speak to the brahmacharis. So the first thing I said was, we are all brahmacharis here, so I want to know what is the quality of our dealings with each other? What is the quality of our dealing with each other? Is it sweet? Everybody said no. How are we brahmacharis? How are we devotees? That we don't feel happy to greet another devotee. Very, very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. We are told to be tolerant, but are there things we should not tolerate? Yes, we should not tolerate seeing a devotee being insulted, being attacked. We shouldn't tolerate it. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told us to be humble. When Nityananda Prabhu was attacked, he was very, very angry and he wanted to kill him. So we shouldn't tolerate that. But we can tolerate any of that. An insult we can tolerate. We should not tolerate abuse. We should not tolerate it. How to respect those who take advantage of others. We should not tolerate them also. We should be very, very clear to tell them what they are doing it is wrong and check them from continuing doing such simple things. For some Ekadasis, we have a short time to break fast. Do Sri Guru Nitai also follow the time? No, they don't follow the time. Whether it is short time or long time, they don't follow the time. Yes, they appear as devotees, but still will not have this perspective. Chanting is our only business. But why is it that we have to struggle with our japa when it is the easiest process of self-realization? Why this is so, and what can be done to remedy the situation? The chanting is our business, it's the simplest way. That is true. It is difficult because of the level of our condition. Because we are so conditioned to sinful activities, therefore, easiest thing has become so difficult. But there is no alternative. We should continue to chant. If we keep chanting, the chanting, the holy name of Krishna will bring out the purity that is there, bring out the perfection, and you avoid the fear of body. If you keep chanting, even though it's difficult to say something. Rupa Swami said that we are suffering from jaundice, but the cure for jaundice is sugar. You know that in it. So the cure for imperfect chanting, offensive chanting, is to keep chanting. It is said that we should perform our occupational duties properly. But the same duties are binding. What should we do to be released from the binding material life? The way to be relieved is explained by the Krishna Bhagavad Gita. Our activities, our occupational duties be performed for Krishna. If it is performed for Krishna, they will be free from the bondage. If it is not done for Krishna, we will be free. So to be free, let us act for Krishna. How do we always put Krishna at the center? By understanding He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the source of everything, and everything is made for Him. And by doing that, we be free. Krishna will free us. How is Hanuman in Krishna Lila? how is Hanuman in Krishna Lila, and how do we pray to him? Krishna Lila. Hanuman has a pastime with Krishna in Dwarka. In Dwarka, one day, Lord Krishna told Garuda to go and bring Hanuman. So Garuda went to Ayodhya. When he got there, Hanuman was in deep meditation. He was meditating very deeply. So Garuda tried to wake him. It was very deep meditation. The easiest way to wake Hanuman from meditation is to chant Ram. So Garuda didn't know that. So he tried to, when Hanuman opened his eyes and saw Garuda, and Garuda made a very big mistake. And he told him, Krishna is calling you. Hanuman used his tail and him. Hanuman, Garuda fell from Ayodhya to Dwarka. So Krishna, they said, what happened? So the message is a result of the message you asked me to go. You asked me to go and bring Garuda. You can bring Hanuman. That's what happened. Kicked me when I told him they are calling for him. Krishna said, you made a mistake. Don't tell Hanuman Krishna. Hanuman doesn't know Krishna. Tell him Ramachandra is calling him in Dwarka. So Garuda went back to Ayodhya. The second time when he went and he told Hanuman, Lord Ramachandra is calling for him. Ramachandra, where is he? He's in Dwarka. So Hanuman immediately he stood up. Garuda said, climb on my back. He said, no, go. Go, I will meet you there. So Garuda started going. Hanuman just jumped. He was there before Garuda. Hanuman is already there. So when Lord Krishna saw Hanuman was coming, before he landed, he told Rukmini to go behind. And so he turned to Ramachandra. Lakshman was sitting there. And he was sitting there. Hanuman came off for obeisances. When Garuda came in, he saw, what is this? Because in his mind, Garuda wanted to see Lord Ramachandra, and Krishna knew that. That's why he played that person. So Hanuman came to Dwarka to see Lord Krishna. But he didn't see Krishna, he saw Lord Ramachandra. Hanuman Kija. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we'd like to thank Maharaj for very nicely answering the question.
Oh, that's all time.